terrible. It sounds like people just like hate each other most of the time.
Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like you've kind of made the point of why like arranged marriages probably should come back. Is I feel like and maybe just tweaked a little bit, right? Like instead of it being, a girl is, 16 years old and having to go marry some 50-year-old man because her parents told her to. Maybe let's not go back to that. But like where, where the person is coming to their parents or coming to an expert and saying, because they also have the Indian matchmaker. That's a whole nother show. But just for the sake of this conversation, we're going to bring that show up as well.
Okay.
That's like they go to this woman and they tell her everything that they're looking for. She has some questions, things like that. She's an expert in matchmaking, and she also reads their astrology chart. She goes through this whole thing, and I mean, it's a part of their culture, I think. So I don't know, but it's like, she goes through these steps or whatever, right? When they are ready and they come to her, and I feel like that. Because a lot of times we have in our own minds of like what we feel like we want in a spouse. And I feel like the people closest to us, like me and you are obviously best friends, great friends. Correct. I feel like you could choose very well for me that like, not saying that I want you to choose my husband, right. But you know what I'm saying? Like people closest. Hey, let me know off camera though. No, but you know what I mean? Like people who are closest to you, I feel like choosing or having some type of say, like helping you to find like, no, you don't really know this about yourself, but you can be a little bossy or you can be, a little tight about certain things. You need someone who's going to kind of bring you out of your shell or somebody who's going to kind of put you in your place a little bit. Not enough to squash your spirit, but enough to kind of like someone who can handle that, because there's things that you don't even realize about yourself. That you don't realize you need. And so I feel like going back to a level of arrangements could work. I mean, because people, they're closest to you, they know you well enough, they should, to pick somebody that, pick the right person.
You put a lot of trust into other people, Like, for a decision that's going to affect you for the rest of your life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be tweaked. It wouldn't be like it was back in the day where you just, like blindly just let them do it. Like, I mean, like this show, I probably would try it, but I wouldn't want to be on camera because it's embarrassing. Because who wants to?
So it's embarrassing.
See
so
that? If it works out, it's not that embarrassing, but
No, I mean, like anything works out for someone, right? Like, well, that's not a proper way to say it. There's something, anything could work for somebody. I don't know how to phrase it. You get what I'm saying? Like, not everything. What I believe isn't, nowhere near doctrine, right? That married at first sight could very well work out for like a couple. They could last forever, whatever. But I just feel like for the majority of people, it's like a terrible idea.